Been telling you for a couple weeks now. Cincinnati is toast. Another bad win. Remember the 2 weeks ago, they only beat Navy by 7. Now they only beat Tulane by 19. SMU just lost, so now they're no longer undefeated. So that game loses some shine on November 20th. Bama keeps destroying everyone. It's going to be the usual suspects. I hate to tell you, it's the college football. It's just how it's going to be. It's going to be Bama, Georgia, Oklahoma, and Ohio State. I think Bryce Young is going to win the Heisman, and I think Bama is going to win the national title. I just think that's how it's going to end up. Let's take a look at some games, though, in the college football playoff race. I think they're coming out with did they already do the rankings? They do the college football playoff rankings here shortly. But again, we kind of know what's going to shake out there. Games to watch this weekend. Mizzou, now the only team who has not covered in the nation this year. Clemson should have still joined them, but one of the worst beats ever as time expired. A defensive touchdown on a lateral play. Pushed the total over. It gave Clemson the cover. Just brutal for your boys specifically. But that means Mizzou is just the lone team left now, and they will head to Athens, Georgia to face the number one team in the country as 38-point dogs. That's a hammer. Georgia will destroy Mizzou. Ohio State at Nebraska, only 15 for CJ Stroud. Right now, that's my second guy for Heisman. It's Stroud and it's Bryce Young. I think if Alabama wins out, it's going to be Bryce Young. But we shall see. Ohio State and Stroud will be at Lincoln as 15-point favorites on the road. Wake Forest undefeated in the top 10 for the first time in program history, and Vegas has them losing at UNC this weekend. 2.5-point dogs on the road at Mac Brown's team in North Carolina. That will be an interesting game to keep an eye on. Cincinnati, let's see. Back-to-back non-covers against inferior opponents. Now they're 22.5-point favorites at home against Tulsa. Can you blow them out and keep pace in this conversation for the playoff? Michigan State, they beat Michigan, come from behind fashion. They're undefeated. It's going to come down to them and Ohio State, right? Maybe Michigan can spoil things. Who knows? Right now, Michigan State is only -3 at Purdue. Michigan State -3, looking to remain undefeated. Auburn at A&M in College Station, team that beat Bama against the team that will get a crack at Bama in the Iron Bowl, and Auburn's looked quietly pretty solid here. Auburn +4.5 at College Station and Texas A&M. The Iron Bowl will be the final week of the regular season. Bama is going to roll LSU -28.5 in Tuscaloosa. Ed Orgeron couldn't even practice because they're so banged up. He's leaving after the year. LSU's a mess. I love Bama to keep bolstering and making things interesting between them and Cincinnati. And it's the University of Texas San Antonio, the Roadrunners. Tough test. See if they can remain undefeated. -11 at UTEP. The Miners, no slouch there. I believe they're 5-2 or something of the sort.